Alright, so I was in the beta, in the closed beta, and just want to get a few of my thoughts out. I know people been getting their videos out, and nor am I the biggest channel, but we striving. We striving to grow with UFC 6, and being part of the beta was part of that for me. Just to get an insight on the game for you who weren't in the beta. I know we have the tendency to say things are UFC 5.5 or it's just copy and paste. This game, for the pros of it, in my opinion, I'm very happy that it's not copy and paste. It does feel different. It looks good. It doesn't look like a mobile game. The menus are good. Another thing with the aesthetic part of it, there is, as people have said, there's like a blue hint to it, or a hue. I don't know what so maybe that's not every arena, but the arena they have there, which I believe is like T-Mobile in the game, kind of bluish, but it looks good in game. It looks good in game. I'll say that, and it looks better than UFC 5. As I'm looking back, because I had to come back to get footage for this. It looks better than UFC 5. Alex is a monster. Fighter uniqueness is definitely there. I'm excited for the full game because I want to see how people like a Khalil Roundtree and more dashing strikers such as Wonder Boy, Khalil Roundtree, things like that feel. Or with Alex, in this case, where he's a super powerful, strong kicker that controls fights with his distance and his strikes. Initially, because the reason I'm making this video on Monday is initially I'm still good at the game, but it was a learning curve for everybody having different moves because your punches might be different on the range they hit at. You have to actually get a feel and a sense of what you're doing with the person you're using, and that's what we ask for: fighter uniqueness and damage. I'd say damage is better, but on the flip side, slight con here. The stamina is good. Like some games, the stamina feels perfect, and you can get people tired. I'm not saying you don't get people tired. You can get people tired in round one, but for how hard you're hitting with significant strikes, the stamina you need to kind of work the body, in my opinion. Or you just gotta get that guy out of there real quick, jump, the whole nine, the works. But with that being said, overall, from everything I touched on the beta, striking overall, success. There will be problems. That's why I'm not caught up with the stamina. It's not busted where you're throwing 400 strikes in a round. That's not what I'm saying. But with certain unique animations, such as I believe it was MVP, you throw super fast hooks, and they're all to the body, and they have good range on them. So it's just gonna be a change. Drop my controller, but I'm not editing that out. Fuck it. So it's gonna be a change. It's gonna be a learning curve. It's not just pick up and play. And honestly, I think for the first 2-3 hours, it was really me learning how to just play it, and then it was go back to the things that make you good at the game: distance control, management, and timing and picking your shots. I'm not gonna lie, it took me longer than most of my friends I play with, as y'all know, like Chama UFC, Mellow Coffee, people like that, Drake UFC, all my boy Camino, all of them, they're very helpful. But when it comes to the beta, it was a learning curve. I had to really spar with friends more so than play quick fight. First of all, that's why I only have 80. I think I only have 80 quick fight wins on there. But overall, just sparring people, learning curve, learning the distances, learning the new spins. They changed some of the controls around to make things more effective. But overall, I feel the striking overhaul was a success. It's a good game. It honestly feels better than me. Well, feels better to me than UFC 5 by a long shot, especially striking. And I'm excited to use people like Bobby Green and stuff like that when the full game, or King Green, my fault, when the game comes out. But again, it is unique, and they strive to do that, and you do have to play your fight. So with Alex, you find more success and enter that flow state mechanic, which I guess as people get their hands on the game will make more sense. But flow state doesn't make you invulnerable. It's like Takeover in 2K. So it just accentuates what you do well, and your perks help you build it. That's why they say fight your fight. It forces you to fight to your fighter's strengths to build up that quote-unquote like takeover meter that is flow state. And the only thing I have with that, I do want to turn like that screen off. It makes the screen gray. It's kind of jarring. But I like the mechanic. I like what they were thinking with it. I actually enjoy it. And it's not busted because people will pop in on me. And the next thing you know, I just like knock them out with a cross or a good counter because they get reckless. It doesn't make you invulnerable. It just makes you more accurate or stronger in the strikes that you're good at, right? And people, I guess, thought it made you like kind of like a fight night mechanic where you get like max stamina. It doesn't do that. It doesn't even max your stamina out. It just makes you more accurate and stronger in your strike of choice. Or in grappling cases, it made you like better at your transitions and denials, and your strikes are a little bit harder from top positions, things like that. But it's a good thing. I think they did a good job. I think we're going in the right direction. And if you're on the fence about it, I do think UFC 6 is going to be worth getting. I think it's going to be one of the better ones we've had in the series. And that's pretty much it. This is just a quick overview. I did want to get some thoughts out about it after playing it for the weekend. And yeah, just appreciate the views. Like, subscribe, share the video. And yeah, that's it. I'm out.